You are listening to Maximum Pew Pew, an actual play RPG podcast. Maximum Pew Pew follows continuous storylines and are meant to be enjoyed from the beginning. This episode is part of a special selection of bonus Extra Life materials and may contain spoilers for any associated works. In this episode of the Shrine of Tamoachan, the party encounters some large and out-of-place aquatic creatures.
Okay, so it's the size of a horse.
I think you got the proportions between the 5-foot boulder and the crayfish backwards in your description.
If we get the bamboo staff and jam it in the head.
Again, I'm trying to referee this instead of Dungeon Master it, and I just read the block text.
It's the size of a horse.
Curse you, Gary Gygax.
I think it's going to make about 5 gumbos.
Goodies.
That is 5 gumbos worth.
Meanwhile, if we could understand crayfish, it's going, I wonder if that makes 4 or 8 gumbos. The kobold is kind of small.
About 3 feet tall.
However, that barbarian looks like he's got a lot of meat on his bones.
Save him for last.
Scuttle's going left. Like spreading out.
Okay, so you're gonna strafe it
Yeah, I just don't want to all be grouped up.
for its lightning attack or whatever it's gonna.
It laser beams out of its...
This is an air infused.
Yeah, this is old school. This thing probably has laser eyes and sunders weapons with its claws.
Freaking laser beams.
Grow 8 eye stalks that all shoot paralysis beams. And
Ancient Omen giant crayfishes of exterminate,
Yeah.
Okay, so, Skuttle, whenever you make your way to the left, you notice that the thin layer of mud in this room makes everything a little slippery.
Of course it does.
You keep your feet, though, because you're moving, relatively
And
slowly.
I weigh like 20 pounds.
Yeah. And so you're headed left, which is a stone door recessed in the wall. That's going to be your western. Left means you're going across the western wall, and there's some stone doors in both the eastern and western walls. You'll remember that north, there was a set of stairs leading down. And then there's this giant boulder and this giant crayfish in the middle of this large room.
Was there a bamboo staff as well, you said, somewhere?
Yes.
Was there anything on the bamboo staff? I want to check that out. Maybe there's a pointy thing.
There is a pointy thing. It's between us and the staff.
Yeah, Scuttle's going to try to hide as well, since it's dark.
I'm looking for the bamboo staff because I definitely remember reading about a bamboo staff, but now I can't find it in this thing. The room is constructed of large stone blocks buttressed in the corners. The walls are wet and slimy, and mud covers most of the floor in a thin coating. To the east and west may be seen stone doors recessed in the wall. The north is a set of stairs leading down. Center of the chamber is a large polished boulder amid a pile of smaller rounded rocks. The boulder is 5 feet tall and colored brown with dark streaks and spots. Leaning against the boulder what appears to be a bamboo staff.
Okay.
So Scuttle looked for some place to try to hide and rolled a nat 20 on her stealth roll.
He slurps into the mud.
No one can see Skuttle. And I would imagine that she's placed herself somewhere around that door recess. Kind of.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's the behavior of this crayfish? Is it...
Is it sleeping?
Yeah.
Well,
or is it wide awake with a migraine? Is it...
Checking notes for migraine. Nothing about a migraine.
Is it ill-tempered?
The air down here is probably hungry.
It hasn't seemed to really notice you guys yet, or at all. So
Okay.
It's just kind of doing giant crayfish things, flexing its antenna and, walking around in circles.
Hashtag crayfish things.
That's the
Waiting to become gumbo.
What a lie.
it's the Miami offshoot of Stranger Things.
Yeah.
crayfish things.
Right. Okay. I'm inclined then, before we go the inevitable rolling of initiative, maybe we should investigate the doors. Although my intuition tells me that the purpose of that bamboo pole is to roll that boulder down the stairs. Because why wouldn't we?
How far is the bamboo pole from where Skuttle is?
I mean,
Makes sense.
they went through all the trouble of piling small boulders to keep the perfectly polished boulder from rolling away.
It's a pretty large room,
and roll down into the only exit.
and the boulder is dead center in it.
Right.
So you're about 20, 25 feet from that if you're on the western wall. So you got about a 20 feet radius, basically, around the boulder and the giant crayfish.
I can grab the staff. Skuttle with mage hand.
It is bamboo.
Yeah, and just
Okay.
I'll mage hand and it'll. If the crayfish is looking, it just sees the staff start floating in the air.
Everyone roll initiative.
I'll step into it.
Curse your sudden yet inevitable. Okay.
Oh no!
Here we go. My dice are at it again. This happens our online game. Like this.
Jared, roll a performance check. Nat 1 for the bard.
Bolja is the bard who can't play any music.
You always roll good on hype checks, though.
Yeah. Running my mouth.
Broman's got an 11.
Get that vial.
What does Girethdra have?
She has a 12.
Rashid.
5.
Not looking good for Rashid.
No, it's not.
Baker's dozen.
13.
The dungeon master needs to roll initiative. Once for the giant crayfish.
And once for the staff.
Oh no! It's a
Once
17.
and another time for the sentient bamboo rod.
That crayfish is dynamite. I can't hurt another.
You're a loose cannon, crayfish.
And then one time for Kalka Killa. A giant hermit crab that is, in reality, the boulder in the middle of the floor.
Yes.
At least we didn't pick it up.
That's amazing. That would have been hilarious, though. We
Come back!
we used the staff to tip it over, and it's just this leg's upside down.
Like a turtle.
Oh, yeah.
We turtled it.
All right.
The crab goes last. The crayfish goes first.
I rolled a 1 and somehow I'm not going last.
The giant crayfish runs to the flashiest thing that he can find after his master, the giant crab, was disturbed by the removal of the bamboo pole. And the flashiest thing is, of course, the sword dancer, the high elf with the scarf and the sword.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
Lean
the giant
into that.
crayfish will run up to you and make 2 attacks with its claws.
Ooh, boy.
That's a miss. Does a 16 tag your AC?
It does not, because apparently I'm too charismatic.
Jeez. Oh, smooth little crayfish.
That's like no armor.
Scuttle.
Yeah. It's just, it goes
Scuttle's
over
hitting
and just
away,
at the
but it's
last
her
minute
turn.
goes, you're too pretty to clamp.
This JoJo pose my way out of.
Scuttle's just going to shoot with her short bow at the crayfish.
Okay.
That will be a 25 to hit.
Ooh.
That will hit, believe it or not. That wasn't a crit. It was just a...
It's close.
Okay.
Yeah.
It have to be.
And I don't think she gets sneak attack.
Yeah,
on
that'll
the
definitely
range.
get a sneak attack. You are hidden.
That'd be 10 plus I need a D4. Where's my D4? 13. 17 damage.
Youch. G, your turn. Cleric of Darkness.
All right.
And bonus action to hide again.
Okay.
Slorp.
19.
I believe they call that hit and run.
Like Scuttle's Navy sealing this. Like,
Oh, it's going to get caked. By the end of it.
I'm going to move over to the opposite side from Skuttle and find a nice hiding spot myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use my fancy rod to cast inflict wounds upon the hermit crab.
Okay.
need the assassinate feat.
Is that a spell attack or is that a DC roll on my part?
It's a spell attack. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm using the other edition in my head.
Right.
That's going to be 18 plus 6.
Yes, that will hit.
All right. Ooh, and those are D10s.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
You're so destructive.
All right. Holy crap.
Good.
Almost the best.
Nice.
That'll be 26 necrotic damage.
26 necrotic damage.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just checking to make sure that it's not resistant to necrotic damage because 26 is huge.
On 3d10.
Wow.
Good roll. 26 necrotic damage to the giant hermit crab that was disguised as a boulder. Broman.
Oh, I would also like a bonus action to hide.
Well, so I don't think you get a bonus action to hide because that's a special thing that the rogue
Yeah,
gets.
it's cutting action for a...
I'm a creature of darkness. I can take a hide action as a bonus in dim light or darkness.
I stand corrected, your ladyship. I'm sorry.
And
I wrote the character and don't know what it does.
Hashtag told.
One of my favorite characters I've ever built, and it's like
Jeff, you told me that my character can do this.
all right. And proficiency and advantage means it's ridiculous.
That's a bit creepy.
I think that's the point.
yeah, advantage means you just take the higher of the two and you add your proficiency
Right.
bonus to it.
It's fortune.
24.
Yeah, we'll call you hidden.
Slorp.
Yeah.
Look at all the party members like dirtying themselves in this mud.
Ooze into the shadows.
Yeah, that's what's cool about the Shadow Fae is that you don't even have to get in the mud. You just kind of like disappear into the darkness. Yeah, so Broman. What do you think?
They know me
I
here.
think Broman's gonna rage,
Thought that might happen.
which gets
Good trick.
It's a bonus 2 for damage in the melee.
Yeah. I think do you roll
It says hit dice are D12, but I think I have to roll to see if I hit.
Right. So you're going to be swinging the ATL, which is the Atlantean, his greatsword.
Yeah.
And so you're going to roll a D20, and you're going to add your proficiency to that, or the bonus to that, rather, and then it's going to
9.
denote what your damage roll is.
9 and then the D20.
Yeah, so roll a D20 to see if you hit.
14 and 9 is 23.
And what are you swinging at? I'm sorry. The
I'm going for the
crayfish or the crab?
crayfish.
Okay.
We gonna make gum.
23 to the...
That hits.
right.
Now, look at your damage. It should be written beside the greatsword. Probably like 2d6 plus.
ETL. It says
I'm
2d6
going to Red Lobster
plus
later.
6 slashing.
Yep. So 2d6 plus 6.
2d6.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Jeff.
There's the 2d6. Is 7. Oh, plus 6 more. So 13.
Okay. 13 on the crayfish.
Crayfish. Wait, plus I get 2 more damage because it's I raged.
Okay.
So it's 15 on the crayfish.
I think you also have an extra attack.
I do have it
Whenever
whenever I
the-
take an attack on my action turn.
Yep,
And
so
you-
you get to
that's what
swing
you did.
again.
So I get to do it again.
Yeah, so do that again.
So I have to see if I hit first.
Uh-huh. Roll D20. That's a D12. You're not going to hit
sorry,
with that.
D20.
Yeah.
Hold on one.
Doesn't have high enough numbers.
I got 12 plus my 9 is 21.
That will hit. So roll 2d6 plus 8 again.
So it's 7 plus actually 8 again. Same thing. 7, 8, 15 again. So it's 30 total on the crayfish.
Silent image color spray, disguise self.
Let me check what just happened. Because that's 47 damage on the giant crayfish.
Yeah.
Gumbo.
Yeah.
Gumbo.
Broman, would you like to describe exactly how you slice and dice the giant crayfish to its death?
I took out my sword. Delicious. Some say crayfish sushi.
Very nice.
I stabbed it in the head.
Okay. Yeah. It's it dies. Good job. You've solved the crayfish puzzle. The Rashid.
I'm going to attempt to solve the hermit crab puzzle.
Okay. Yeah. That's definitely a Griffin McElroy thing. Yeah. I can't help it.
Would you say that the hermit crab is 10 feet or greater away from me?
Just roll it over on its back.
Yeah, absolutely is.
Excellent. So I'm going to approach this as artfully as possible, and I'm sure I'm going to roll pitiful on. That ain't too terrible. Will a 23 hit?
A 23 will hit.
Cool. So I'm going to do 18 damage with my first strike as I use my deadly artistry to do additional damage since I had to move in to get this thing.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to take an extra attack, which is going to be a 21 to hit.
That hits.
That'll be 11 additional damage with the scimitar.
What is the total amount of damage?
I forgot
18
that.
and 11.
That's
29. Yep.
Good turn.
So we're up to 54 damage on the crab.
Always good to have a math man sitting beside the board. I like this. You're going to help me out a lot.
55, sorry.
I need that.
55.
Oh, it's the giant crab's turn. And it was just attacked by Rashid.
Yep.
Where we find out it was a monk. It's like a 8th level monk.
How about the little mini crab balls are going to start coming to life?
It's like it's using Mask of Many Faces to be a crab, and now it's just going to...
Because weren't there little perfect...
A 15 does not hit you, correct?
no.
I'm way too
Oh,
pretty.
yeah, smaller
How
boulders.
about a 22?
I'm not that pretty.
Okay. You're going to...
face.
It's that whole somersaulting in the mud. It just goes everywhere.
Slurp.
Me a flesh wound.
I got distracted by the mud on my scarf and just got hit real big.
Why does there have to be mud?
Take 10 bludgeoning damage,
That wasn't a period. That was a comma.
and you are grappled
Huh, okay.
in the crab claw.
All right. Well, that's a thing.
Crayfish's turn. It does nothing. It doesn't have a head. Scuttle.
Best turn
Scuttle's
ever.
going to shoot at the crab now
It assumes room temperature.
with Scorpion. No. That is a 9. I'm assuming that misses.
A 9 does miss, and I was actually checking my little DM screen about ranged attacks whenever the creature is grappled, but if you missed, then...
Yeah, you just went wide.
Yep.
Bonus action, hide again.
Girethdra, your turn.
21.
All right. At this point, it almost seems like my magic would be wasted.
No, your magic would be appreciated.
You can tell from my voice, my eyes are rolling. Actually, yeah. Let's do that. Since I don't have to get close, I'm going to... We will give the elven comrade a cure.
Ooh. It would be appreciated.
All right. And then hide again.
Okay. Go for it. I'm just going to call out a thing that we don't have to fix, but
Same
I just
die
want to
roll.
call myself out on it, is that all the slippery mud might have affected Rashid's little dance routine, but that's on me, so I missed
It just
that.
made it cooler because
Yeah.
it slipped that one
I'm
time.
sure.
It
I'm sure he would have passed whatever check I had.
Well,
to do
I've also
that.
got dash, which, I mean, even if I need to move half speed, that's still 20 feet.
No, well, yeah.
You're
if-
grappled right now, though, right?
I am grappled right now.
Right, yeah, he's grappled anyway, so that's all good. So did you heal?
Yes, I'm looking up how much so you can go on with turns.
Excellent.
Unless you
Broman.
plan on killing him.
All right. Broman is very loyal. I think he's going to do a rage attack against the claw, so he's going to have to go over. How far is the crab from the?
They were pretty close.
Right,
the
so
crayfish was kind of doing circles around the crab's shell.
All right.
I appreciate your loyalty.
All right, so Broman will do a rage attack to hit the claw off of the crab.
Okay, so do
20 to see a hit.
Yeah, 20 would D20 to see if you hit.
Ooh, it's a 2 plus my.
I don't think I can.
You're at a +9.
Yeah, plus 9.
Yeah, that is not going
11.
to hit. But you can take an extra attack.
Yeah.
So roll your D20 again.
3.
+9 is 12 is also not going to hit. So Broman is so loyal that whenever he ran over there with his sword and the crab was kind of like shaking Rashid around, that Broman kind of pulled his punches with the sword because he didn't want to hurt his friend. Which is sweet, but not helpful. Rashid.
So I'm using. Can I use a one-handed?
You can still
You can swing or you can try to escape.
Also, you have 11 more hit points.
That is very helpful. Thank you. Knowing that I'm not very strong, I don't believe I'm going to try to break the grapple, but rather I'm going to try to swing to get free that way.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Okay.
Okay, I just wanted to check the grapple condition on my board to make sure that it does not confer disadvantage or anything like that.
Okay.
Just simply means you have no movement capabilities. So,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So my first swing is going to be 15 to hit.
That hits.
That is going to be 8 damage with scimitar.
Okay.
Then I'm going to try to take a second swing. Hey, that is a 21 to hit
That
for 11 damage.
So that's 19 damage.
74.
74.
Okay. Crab's turn. The crab will maintain the grapple and attack with the other claw. And it crits, meaning you take 20 bludgeoning damage, Rashid.
I'm seeing double.
Damn, son.
Yeah.
Broman loyal, not that loyal.
Broman loyal, not stupid.
Skuttle.
Skuttle will pop back up out of the mud and fire again. 13.
No.
And bonus action hide again.
Girethdra.
All right. Brief rules clarification on this.
Sure.
I have 2 channel divinity powers listed here. Do I also have the standard turn undead that it says most clerics get, or is this a special thing for being of the dark?
I think that you do not have the turn undead.
Okay.
I will clarify that after our session.
No worries.
But
No,
I don't think
I'm
that
pretty
you
sure.
have it.
No,
Because,
it's fine. 'Cause
Can you necromance the crayfish to the good side?
I'm afraid I don't know it that well. You're making assumptions. Like those
It
assumptions
does
you
like
make
the
about
dark.
most females. Okay. All right, so you are currently pretty torn up, are you?
I mean, I'm at like half.
Okay. Well then,
And I can do a second wind if I absolutely
Okay.
need to. So I mean,
I will, I guess if nothing else, maybe move in to provide some cover. I will slurk out of the shadows, drawing Shadow Fang and the Grey Needle, and we will mix it up in melee. If the very least, I will, provide a flank buddy for anybody who might need it.
also as a point of clarification, Turn Undead is one of the divine domains, channel divinity, so it's not everybody. It just appears to be the.
Oh, okay.
And that's, so your domain in 5th Ed affects what your channel does.
Yeah.
And so your channels are Shadow Realm based.
It's okay. I got it.
Yep.
That's going to be an 18 plus 5, 23.
That hits.
All right. And that's going to be 8 plus 2. 4 piercing.
Okay. Did you have an offhand weapon as well?
I do. Do I get to use both of them?
You get to use both of them. The only con to the offhand weapon is you don't get to add your modifier to damage.
Oh, well,
it's the same to hit and everything. So.
Oh, that's wonderful. And if it makes a difference, the rapier is adamantine. And let's go with the cold iron dagger, the Shadow Fang, natural 1.
Okay. Glad we had that discussion. So what was the total damage?
4.
Go for some escargot.
Every bit helps at this point, guys. Broman.
We're going to do it again.
I think you might.
All right, 17 that time.
That hits.
Plus 9 9's 26. So we hit.
Yeah.
Big hits.
That's kind of what Broman's wheelhouse is smashing things.
6 plus
Thanks.
2 is 8 plus 9. No, 9 was for my hit points.
It's the box beside it.
Yep.
Yeah. 2d6, 9, 10, 11, and 6 would be 17.
17 damage on your first swing?
Yes. So I'm going to do it again.
95.
Yeah, 95.
Cast sword.
No, not going to work. I got a 2.
Yeah, you didn't have to roll it the second time. That 17 damage puts it over the limit. Kalka Killa is no more.
Okay.
Broman felled 2 mighty beasts in this room. Crustaceous little water bug beasts, but,
2 beast deaths.
they can't all be dragons or trolls.
Watch it with the
No,
dragon.
but look, we can
Are
tip
we
this one
hungry?
over, and it comes in its own pot.
Always. Yes.
Shall we eat she crab soup?
Now that the crab is dead, I want to read my favorite line in this entire module to you, okay?
Okay, share.
It's the first sentence of the last paragraph in this room, okay?
Mhm.
The crab can be reasoned with.
I love these guys. Talking to the monsters is my favorite thing ever.
The crab can be reasoned.
Kind sir.
Give that away, but yeah, the crab can be reasoned with. Moving on, you're in this room and there's a bunch of doors. If you'll recall, before we got into the whole crab crayfish situation,
We started touching bamboo.
Yeah, and you have a bamboo stick now, so good job. There's a door to the east.
And we're not hungry.
Yeah, I mean,
Got
food for days.
Gumbo and crab legs.
Door to the east, door to the west, stairs leading
But
down.
it's not you to eat a vegetable, bro.
This seems like a pretty good time for the green fumes to do their thing again. So everybody take 3 poison damage, please.
That puts me down to 44.
I'm down to 32.
You're hurt. Are you still hurting on
Oh
your
God,
points?
yes. I've got 20 left.
Well, I mean,
But you have a...
I mean,
do
I
we
can.
need to take time to? Well, I mean, we
We
can't.
could rest and maybe get some points back here. Or...
I can take time to cast cure spells as rituals. Can I not?
You can. So the idea of the poison is that I can't confer to you any of the benefits of any rests because you will never be in a position where you can legitimately rest. And if you try to, you'll continue to take damage, and you won't get the
benefit
rest
of the-
benefits.
You won't get the.
But if you want to cast a ritual, you just have to take the time that
10 minutes.
it
So-
depends on what ritual you're doing. But
which would be the same time as a short rest, so I don't
Right,
know.
but
if-
it doesn't use up spell slots to do so. Is that correct?
that is
Okay.
correct.
And I rage 3 times. I need 4 per long rest. So I can't...
Right.
So
I need a long rest before... I have 1 more rage.
No.
you
not.
only used 1 rage.
Or just used 1 rage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it say 4 rounds per long rest?
Yeah, it
or-
says 4 per long rest.
4 rages.
4
per-
rages.
4 rages per long rest.
But it lasts a certain number of turns.
Right.
Right.
Okay. Well, how hurt are we? Are we anybody? Because I've taken like 13. Is anybody?
I took
significantly-
32.
Okay.
I'm
You
down...
did get snatched up by a crab.
I'm only down 50... No, I'm down...
I'm down 13.
I mean, I've got a second wind.
I'm
I
down
could.
15. I'm not that bad.
Well, no, it's fine. While we're doing the inevitable searching and exploring of this room and figuring out these doors,
That's true.
then I will take the time to mend Rashid.
Okay, that would be appreciated.
Are there any material components that are called out for the spell you're ritual casting?
It's just going to be 3rd level cure wounds.
Okay. So you should be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that there wasn't like some sort of expensive component that we have to keep track of while we're doing this too.
No. I just, coming from other editions, the ability to just take 10 minutes and spam spells that otherwise take slots is amazing.
Yeah, and that is counterbalanced, I think, by kind of the whole power curve in this game being not that epic. Like the numbers don't get ever crazy in this game, so
which is refreshing.
Yeah. They also stepped away from like you have to have a heal bot on your team type thing. There's a lot of other ways to deal with
it goes
stuff.
away when
Remember,
you can't
the
take
crab
a
can be
that's-
reasoned with.
Can the fog be reasoned? just checking.
Checking to see if
away!
is it a sentient fog?
I'm sorry, dear, but do you mind not getting so close that I have to breathe you?
I'll give you a wide berth. Sorry.
Sorry, only my darkness can get that close.
Darkness.
Yeah, so there's a door on all 3 walls. You walked in from the south wall, east wall, west wall have doors, and the north wall has stairs that go down.
Going down.
Down, yeah.
Okay.
That'll be
So we can go down, or we can go through a door.
17,
clear.
Rashid.
17?
Mm-hmm. But we'll be busy for 10 minutes.
Yeah. And a potion of healing, how much is that? I tried to find it.
That's in the DMG.
Oh, okay.
Like, all of your
It's like- I
magic
think it's-
items are in
Gotcha.
this book.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's that.
Keeps it away from the players shopping for things. If you're not committed to buying the DMG, then you don't get your.
You don't get to buy stuff.
Well, you don't get to like pick out. Ooh, I want the the iron bands of Belara.
Here's my
or
shopping
whatever,
list. They're the 4 things most optimized for my character.
I expect to see these dropped in the next 2 sessions.
Potion of healing. You regain hit points when you drink this potion. The number of hit points depends on the potion's rarity. Regular, common. Potion of healing is 2d4 plus 2.
Cool. I'm a imbibe one of those. That has 5 additional hit points, so I'm only 10 down now, which is an improvement upon my previous state.
Oh, you're as hurt as the rest of us are now.
In 5 minutes, we will have been playing for 1 hour.
All right, and we opened a door and
Opened
beat
2 doors.
and
Killed 2 crustaceans.
oh, nice.
That were actually friendly, happy crustaceans.
No, they're just one of them was reasonable.
One of them was reasonable.
I'm sure this will be a high scoring run.
Yeah,
So it can be. Just make your donations to
there's doors
WV5.
on the east and west, and the stairs going down. Right?
Yep, that's where we are.
We need a boon. Anyone out there?
yeah, if only this were live. Well, like when it will be on the Twitch stream. We're actually going to play Last Gasp on the Twitch stream, which is very similar to this, but it's another Kobold Press product. But I don't want to take up any more of your time, which is running out. As I
now it's 4 minutes. It'll be an hour. So, which direction, ladies and gentlemen?
We want to continue on this level, or do we want to go down? Would be a reverse pyramid.
Statistically, evil is always down and to the left.
We'll go down to check out the stairs.
Yeah, I'm not filling the doors. Although there's either
Those
something
doors.
really good behind the doors, or there's something really bad behind
This
the
is
doors.
not Let's Make a Deal.
There's
zonks.
There are 2 doors, and there is a long history of AD&D, and let's make a deal.
Yes.
Down?
Sure. Yes.
Okay.
Down the steps.
The landing at the foot of a short flight of steps is filled with mud and silt that partially blocks the door leading north. The door is meant to open inward, for there are hinges on this side and a large grip to pull on.
But all the silt and mud is
Road
blocking
down
it.
the-
Blocking it.
All right. How sturdy does the door appear?
Standard stone door.
All right. part of me still wants to roll the
How deep's the
roll
mud?
the hermit crab down the stairs.
It doesn't open that way.
It
That's
does if
hard
you
to
apply enough force.
It's hard to tell how deep the mud is from where you're standing.
Okay. So
Fortunately, we have a stick.
We do have a bamboo stick.
bamboo stick. Let's check it out.
Probing the silt and mud will reveal the depth to be about 2 feet deep.
Good Lord.
It's up to here on me.
Cobalt
All right.
chin sticking up over
It'd be perfect for hiding.
What do you think I've been doing?
Well, now we just need to.
Yeah, I'm aware. I'm grabbed by a crab looking for help, and the only thing is a barbarian that can't see in the dark swinging wildly at it. I'm like, oh, this is how I die.
Oh, gosh.
I tried. I just missed. Mud got all over the string.
This is how I die.
All right. Unfortunately, my teleport only lets me go places I can see. So,
Anyone prestidigitate?
Can you conjure up
2
some
foot
light?
thick of
We spend the
like
next
light.
3 hours prestidigitation.
I got a torch. You want a torch?
Torch?
Yeah.
Then you can see and then you can move. Light a torch, maybe?
I mean, I can see. Here's you a torch.
Thank you. You've had this the whole time? Damn it,
You
man.
never-
No one can. We need someone to just cast light. on his
Never
forehead.
was I more, aware of the fact you couldn't see when I was being strangled to death by a crab. My 2 other compatriots have long disappeared, and you're just swinging for the fence at whatever you. Here, I apologize. I will make sure you are well supplied with torches from here on out.
Well, it looks like this way's blocked.
So that's short-sighted.
Well, that's what. Who are you calling short?
It's a lot of silt.
Silt, we'd have to scoop it up in them. Hey, we got a big old crab shell.
Yeah, we got crab
We
claws.
can scoop up a lot of silt.
Well, let's try the other way then. Now that we know
we have a
we're
conveniently hollow boulder to put it in.
Yeah.
You guys want to do that? And
Want to scoop up some?
No, we do not want to do that.
No.
Yeah.
I would
guess.
wager that there's a source of water behind one of those doors.
I mean, considering the brass doors had the seaweed kind of inscribed on it, and then everything,
And everything's muddy. And then we have
we've got 2
crabs
crustaceans.
and crustaceans.
And yeah.
We need to go up.
Yeah.
We need to go back up.
Okay, if you go back up the stairs, you're back into the room where you've slayed the giant crab. There's a door in the eastern wall and a door in the western wall.
East or west?
All right, here we go.
You want my 2-sided die?
East. We'll go east.
Two-sided die, also known as a coin. White is east, okay?
East.
Hey, east.
East
How
it
many
is.
of those D2s came out of that Othello board?
That is an Othello version of D2. That's
I
correct.
rolled a 16 investigation checking for traps on the east door.
East door. Okay, let me make my concentration check to see what we're doing here. You do not notice any traps.
You
Looks
didn't
cool.
notice any last time.
It looks clear.
Have Broman open them. If he can't see them, it can't hurt him.
I can see now a torch.
God, point that thing somewhere else.
Want to open the door? I'll rip it open.
No,
The door opens.
I hope you've enjoyed this extra life content. If you're interested in updates from Team WV Fox, follow us on Facebook. In addition to event updates and details, there are opportunities to win some excellent prizes, such as a copy of the 7th Sea 2nd Edition Core Rulebook published by John Wick Presents. If you would like to support Maximum Pew Pew and WV Fox, please visit tinyurl.com/maxpewpew to make a tax-deductible donation today. All donors supporting my donation efforts will be announced at the end of every Extra Life episode on Maximum Pew Pew. This week, I would like to thank the Bailey family, Jonathan, Hillary, Kimberly, Caitlin, Amber, Carrie, Brenna, Kung Fu Dinosaur, Heidi, Stella, Kim, the McCauley family, and our anonymous donors for their donation to Team WV Fox and Cincinnati Children's Hospital. Please look forward to the official Team WV Fox Marathon event, starting Saturday, May 4th, 2019 at the James Mark Building, located at 901 Courier Street, Charleston, West Virginia. Ambient music provided by Tabletop Audio. Original 10-minute ambiances and music for games and stories. Find out more at tabletopaudio.com.